by, if this is your first time, welcome. Glad you can be here. Man, what a friggin' day. Verb T Illinformed, new track, rotation. The album came out at midnight. Downloaded that sumbitch the second it dropped, although I had to wait 5 hours to get midnight my time. But I got that sucker downloaded. What a great year all you cats have had, man. For all the horribleness that 2020 has been, it's been an absolutely terrific year for UK hip hop. The thing I want to mention, speaking of which, the UK hip hop, go over to Reverb magazine, check it out. Check out my Instagram. I got a link to it. They did a profile of me, man. They focused me on their online magazine. I'm friggin' humbled by that, and I'm humbled by the love I get from you cats each and every day. Sometimes I feel like pinching myself because it doesn't feel real, but I know it is, man. It comes from a place of love, and I love you all back. Yeah, man. So speaking of, like I said, it's been a good year for UK hip hop. I mean, everything that I heard from Verbs and Mr. Slips from that album, man, is just absolutely tremendous. Album of the year from what I've heard so far. Then at the same time, you had the Owls drop their new album this year. At the beginning of my journey, you have Verb T, Illinformed dropping their album, or dropped the album last night. And everything I've heard from these cats, man. You know, I mean, what can you say? 3 albums that could easily be album of the year, without even a question. So I'm super excited to get on this track, man, and see what they have for me. 2 of my favorites, 2 of the best that I've ever done it. So let's jump on, give it a listen. You know what that melody reminds me of? It's so friggin' beautiful, by the way, but it reminds me of a Tim Burton movie, Edward Scissorhands, or like Nightmare Before Christmas. It just has that haunting yet beautiful strings to it. Just wonderful. I can't wait to see what Illinformed does with this melody, man. Everything he's done with Verb T on this album has been genius. Hands down, some of the best work I've ever heard from a producer. Yeah, and the start of this track, man, that melody right away, man. I know I'm stopping. I didn't catch it the first time. You got a little bit of the crackle of the old vinyl in the background now. God damn. I'm just going to keep bringing back the first 10 seconds of the song. I hope you don't mind. Friggin' bass coming in, rattling your friggin' chest. You know what? I don't give a shit. I'm going all the way back to the beginning because this is like, they picked this track to drop on the same day as the album for a reason. And I can tell you right now, this beat right here may be the most perfect thing I've ever heard from Illinformed. One of the most perfect things I've ever heard on this channel. I'm completely in love with this friggin' beat, man, and this melody. Seriously.
Foggy eyes, foggy eyes. Look, love collided with reality and stood firm. Hate resulted in a tragedy we should learn. Tides turn and we're following the rotation. Stay aware of it regardless of the location. Hate, they really harbour that shit, I had to laugh at that. Precise like a cardiac surgeon. Thought circle like a shark attack.
Man, this feels like a different Verb T, man. Other than like the stuff that, maybe it's just how he's riding this beat, because I've said it before, the dude is a goddamn professional when it comes to riding a beat and playing a beat. And maybe it's because of that. But this feels like a different Verb T, man. I'm really liking it. He's talking about holding on to hate. And, you know, that crushes people, man. It takes so much energy to hold on to hate when you could just, I think how much energy you expel trying to hate something. It's like saying, you know, that old saying, it takes less muscles to smile than it does to frown. It's the exact same thing. It takes much more energy to hate something than it does to love something. And we at the very top, Verb T says that, like, love ran into reality or slammed into reality, or however he said it, and then held firm. Like love conquers all, so to speak.
Look, love collided with reality and stood firm. Hate resulted in a tragedy we should learn. Tides turn and we're following the rotation. Stay aware of it regardless of the location. Hate, they really harbour that shit, I had to laugh at that. Precise like a cardiac surgeon. Thought circle like a shark attack. With your boat leaking like a bloody nose. They could smell the fear right here, you won't go unopposed. Get the story straight, blank like...
You say you're with your boat leaking like a bloody nose, and then he gets into the fact that they can smell your, because like that's what sharks smell blood in the water. Man, he's coming out hard on this track, dude. This is like anything he's done before, or anything that he's done from what I've heard from this new album. This is completely different. This is like, I don't want to say old Verb T, but this is like, compared to what I've heard on this record so far, this is the 4 Owls Verb T rather than what he's been, if that makes any sense.
Okay, hate, they really harbour that shit, I had to laugh at that. Precise like a cardiac surgeon. Thought circle like a shark attack. With your boat leaking like a bloody nose. They could smell the fear right here, you won't go unopposed. Get the story straight, blank like my morning face. Born again into another day on earth. Might be working for paper. Born again into another day on earth. Every day is the these guys have me friggin' shook. Every day is the first day of the rest of your life, so to speak. So born again, every day you wake up and you have an entire day worth of possibility ahead of you, and it's up to you to take that, what you make of that day. What are you going to take with it? What are you going to do with those 24 hours, man? And then tomorrow you're born again, you have another 24 hours. What a great friggin' bar. Like my morning face, born again into another day on earth. Might be working for paper, but man, you gotta make the paper work for you. Make it earn for you. Invest time, invest in people. Salute the fam, man, I'm blessed to see you. And if you're feeling it, I'm praying for the stress to leave you. Never preach about a stress that you've never been through. Many good people. I gotta bring that back, man. I make the paper work for you. Make it earn for you. Invest time, invest in people. Salute the fam, man, I'm blessed to see you. And if you're feeling it, I'm praying for the stress to leave you. Never preach about a stress that you've never been through. Many good people trying to persevere the evil. When you see the fire burning. What a great friggin' line. Never preach about a stress you haven't been through. So that happens so much, man. So many people want to give their opinion to you, having never known. You don't know what the next person or the person next to you is going through. And one of the worst things you could possibly do is like say, "Oh, like I know what you're going through." You don't know what they're going through, man. Every single person's battle and journey is different, and you know, you may have gone through a divorce. But someone else going through divorce is going through a completely different divorce, man. There's nothing comparative of the two other than the fact that a marriage has ended.
That's the only thing that's compared. For some people, it's simple. For some people, it's like having a family member die. Some people never recover from it. And some people bounce right back from it like nothing. So you can't, man. You can't preach to someone or tell somebody anything because they're doing their own shit. They're living their own life. Same thing goes for you.
Is beneath, you gotta rise above. That's about the time when we applied.
I'm gonna bring that shit back.
That you never been through. Many good people trying to persevere the evil. When you see the fire burning is beneath, you gotta rise above. That's about the time when we apply the love. And still trying not to fear loss and veer off the winding road that we started on a long time ago. Love collided with reality and stood firm. Hate resulted in a tragedy we should learn. Tides turn and we're following the rotation. Stay aware of it regardless of the location. Love collided with reality and stood firm. Hate resulted in a tragedy we should learn. Tides turn and we're following the rotation. Stay aware of it regardless of the location. You're just so idle to the idle-minded. I would like it my way, I'm a tyrant. You should try retirement. In a time and space on my own. At times what's popping is corny. A bunch of fools tell the same old popular story. With umbrellas trying to find a dry spot in the orgy. Looking comical. 5-time divorcee, no that's not me.
Oh man. That whole, I gotta bring it back, this whole verse, he's hitting every note, man.
Location. You're just so idle to the idle-minded. I would like it my way, I'm a tyrant. You should try retirement. In a time and space on my own. At times what's popping is corny. A bunch of fools tell the same old popular story. With umbrellas trying to find a dry spot in the orgy. Looking comical. 5-time divorcee, no that's not me. But I got 4 seeds, that's 4 reasons to plan proper. Work harder to prosper. Never sold the soul but carving off a piece of the
Hey man, I call him the dad of the 4 Owls for a reason. He's talking about he's got 4 kids, man. He's got 4 people who depend on him, putting food on the table, clothes on their back, a roof over their head. And not enough is said. I mean, not enough is said about the type of pressure a man puts on himself. I'm not disregarding women, so don't think that's what I'm doing. I love women. I love what they do. My mother is my most favorite person in the world. If it wasn't for her, I wouldn't be who I am today, 100%. But a lot of men put a tremendous amount of pressure upon themselves, and they base their manhood on the fact of whether or not they can support their family. Even if there's 2 incomes, it's still, that's where a lot of men base their manhood. Man, can I support my family? If something was to happen and my wife couldn't go to work, am I able to maintain our current, I could put food on the table, a roof over their head, clothes on their backs. That's how a lot of men base their life, man. And you have to make decisions with that in mind all the time. Every single decision you make as a father is based on family first, working out from that. Sometimes those decisions you make, you're clouded, you're dumb, you make stupid decisions, but vast majority of them are based in family first and then work out from there.
5-time divorcee, no that's not me. But I got 4 seeds, that's 4 reasons to plan proper. Work harder to prosper, never sold the soul but carving off a piece of the flesh. Deep in the depths of it and can't get to the bit after the drama. Loser but a charmer, maybe about to become a winner, but who knows, many disappoint while only some deliver. Looking deep within a sunken mirror, seeming distant. They taking shots, never really understood ballistics. Now your words and your motives both.
Come on, man. Taking shots but never really learned ballistics.
Taking shots, never really understood ballistics. Now your words and your motives both looking twisted, and you just act as if you should've listened, but you didn't. Love collided with reality and stood firm. Hate resulted in a tragedy we should learn. Tides turn and we're following the rotation. Stay aware of it regardless of the location. Love collided with reality and stood firm. Hate it resulted in a tragedy we should learn. Tides turn and we're following the rotation. Stay aware of it regardless of the location.
Of course, Honey JD with another friggin' stellar job of making a video, perfectly shot, great editing, looked beautiful. My God, this friggin' track. I can't say anything that I haven't already said. Everything about this, in my mind, I started off the top saying this beat was perfect. And then it ends up being the whole friggin' track, man. I would not change a single thing about this track. It is perfection, all 3 minutes and 37 seconds of it. Perfection from the beginning to end. Bars were delivered perfectly. Verses were sharp. Verb is on a whole other level. Ill-informed, man. This is a ridiculous beat. Oh, man, what a great friggin' day. This track, like I said, perfect day for this to drop, man. They kept this track for a reason to drop on the day the album dropped, because it's friggin' perfect. 100%. I cannot wait to listen to the rest of this album. I've been chomping at the bit since I downloaded it, but I didn't want to listen till I got to this track today. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna put that link. Like I said, Reverb Magazine did a profile on me about what we're doing here on this channel and the community. So I'm gonna throw that link into the description down below. You want to check it out and see what, maybe learn some things about me you may not know. That'd be cool, man. Give those guys some love, because they're spreading the love of hip hop too, man. There's a great interview on there. I've read a couple of them. There's a great interview on there with Rez and Mac Lloyd, and there's another great interview with the boys over at Shotgun the Ox. So yeah, man, do me a favor, go over, check it out. If you don't read my article, don't read my article, but give these guys some love. Make sure you go buy this album, because what can you say, man? Friggin' genius. Thank you everyone for coming by. This is my day off, but I have a shed to build. So depending on how quickly that goes today, I have a door to build, throw some siding on it, and it should be done. But you never know how quickly that'll go. If I'm able to, I'll do another track today, because I do want to get to a couple requests that I've been putting off for a while, because of the way that our channel switched up a bit. But yeah, man, if I don't get to it today, it's unusual. But maybe I'll get a track on the weekend done. So thank you everyone for coming by, joining me when I watch this track and watch my brain melt in my skull, because it's so freaking beautiful, man. So freaking beautiful. I can't wait till I'm gonna have this song play a million times, man. I'll never get tired of it. Just beautiful. So until next time, I love each and every one of y'all. Stay safe and be good to each other.